All right, all right. I'll make it quick, so you don't have to stick around long. So the biggest thing we're watching for right now is the CPI. It comes out at 8:30. So everything I tell you right now is all up in the air until we get that CPI out, and that's consumer inflation rate year over year we're looking for, and there's a consensus of 5.7, I believe. Yeah, forecast of 6. So, and the previous was 6. So we see that baby come down. That's a good indication that we peaked. The inflation rate year over year, that's a core. The inflation rate year over year, there's an anticipation of 8.8. The previous was 8.6. So June was probably hot. Although I was talking about prices coming down a little bit. Um, ah, yeah, I guess towards the end of June. I don't know, man. I would like to see June come in a little light and us feeling the effects. I mean, I'm pretty confident July is going to come in light, and that's going to be reported in August. But I would like to see an indication that June came in a little lighter in inflation. I'm thinking the core might show it, but the inflation rate won't, because that's oil and food. Core is minus oil and food, and we all know oil and food's been pushing up. Although I think I recall seeing food easing up a little bit in June. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we're splitting hairs over here, I mean, which is kind of telling me we're pretty close. So here it is, a little change of pace on the view. Right there, you're looking for the inflation rate. Here's the core. Um, so you could get these on Trading Economics, and that's a good site to clock. And then let's see what rhetoric CNBC is pushing. Biden heads to Saudi, hat in hand. Um, so this is where the guy's making the move to try to get Democrats reelected. I mean, I don't know if this clown would be the best bet to run again. Um, but really, I mean, I don't know. For business, you just want the Republicans in there. I mean, it doesn't do much for the environment, but you know what? If we can get parties to meet halfway instead of this extremist bullshit we've been dealing with, then we can get things done. So anyway, let's see if they smack Biden in the face, because if he can get that oil down, it definitely bodes well for his run for 2024. And then the rest of it, outright cheap. JP Morgan says tactical buying, black rifle, coffee. Yeah, there's really nothing going on in the news. All right, let's get to it. Um, so let's have a quick look at the S&P. Um, we've got this reverse micro trend right here that we're watching. Keep an eye on it. This blue line right here is a trend line that goes back. We've been talking about it. Here's the low right here that I expect we should get down around. Actually, I think we're going to take out this. This is like the trading range we should be in. This blue line to this blue line, this being the center. This low right here is going to be the overshoot I'm anticipating before the bounce back. If we get down there, if that's the case, then this red line and this red line, that's the high and the low, and this is the consolidation area. This would be the center. So we would be able to trade up to this center, and then breaking the center, anticipate a move to the high and see where it goes. And hopefully that narrows, but I think it's going to narrow around the center range right here. And I'm talking, that's big time, long term. Anticipation. And if you put a fib on the low from what is it, March or April, the pandemic low in the 2020, to the high of January 2022, then we've only retraced around the 38%, and 50% is very common, and the 55% will put us close to my targets, and the 61%. So I'm thinking that we break that 55% tag down here, and then we got a healthy market, a good valued market. And I think that most traders are waiting for that, or a confirmation of a bottom, which we haven't gotten. So again, that's why I watch these trend lines because this kind of consolidation around these trend lines is telling a story, and we don't see a bottoming pattern yet, but it's likely around a strong trend line like that, or the probability increases. So we're going to watch that very, very closely. All right, so that's the SPX. Let's take a quick look at interest rates, and it's not really telling me a good story here. Yeah, there's nothing going on. Nothing of interest to me. We might be getting a red finger here, which means that interest rates could move up, which means bond prices are going to drop. I guess we're going to stay bullish on interest rates until pending the break of that line right there. Let's see what the VIX looks like. I like to look at that. Get an image of the volatility. Looks like the volatility is fading off. I would like to see a move down to this line right here. Yeah, it'd be nice to get back down into the 20 range, but I mean, it could spike up. It's really not telling me anything. Just on the Bollinger Bands or the Keltner channel, it looks like the volatility's coming out a little bit. And let's take a quick look at oh, yeah, you know what? Let's look at Coinbase. Do I have coin? There's coin. Think. Yeah, it's all the crypto and crypto related securities going to be. We're just in this consolidation, man. We have this support right here at about 40.83, and we're just going to watch that. That top right there, I mean, that's a small channel. Oh, what do we do here? So we got a little channel right there. But, I mean, even if we break that channel, we've got to break, we've got to fight all this trading to break out of that high. So it's not too exciting to me. I mean, really, I would just call this the channel, and wait for a break out of that, which is kind of consistent with the cloud. So you can keep an eye on that. And Ethereum, yeah, they all look the same. This one has a better looking channel. I'd hold that high. Just call that my consolidation. Wait for the breakout. Wait for the breakout. So you get the momentum moving up. Maybe it'll consolidate a little more. Nice narrow channel, and you got that gap right there. You get that breakout. Then your first target would be the 1497. Your second target would be the 1600. So I would just keep my eye on that breakout, and I bet Bitcoin looks relatively the same. And these are these are against the U.S. dollar. So this is the FX vehicle. This sucker is just a little bit sloppy. I mean, you could call it double test, call that a high, and then there's a whole fight to get through this. Ethereum looks like it'd probably be the faster mover if this happens. We could say we got a little pennant going on right here. Nothing too exciting. Actually, I can't even call it a head and shoulders. It's so atypical. Yeah, we're just going to watch it a little more. Anyway, all of this would be up in the air based on the reports we get today. So anyway, keep your eyes open for that. Watch your downside if you trade in the pre-market. Remember, subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like. Help a brother out. And good luck trading.